Ask your grandfather, how does he stay married so long? He'll tell you, happy wife, happy life. Because she prioritizes happiness. Not once does that nigga say, keep it real with a young blood. They love that shit. Just be honest with her and everything will work itself out. No,
I can hear
nigga,
now.
if she's happy, congratulations, nigga, you get to be married a little longer. That's how it works. And they get happiness. They get happiness, fellas, because they prioritize happiness. So make sure that they're happy. Because once they're happy, then in return, you still don't get happiness. Nigga, it don't work like that. Well, you thought it was reciprocal? You know, I know you don't get happiness, nigga. And I know it sounds fucked up to some of the women, but it's okay. Because your man don't want any happiness from you for real. He don't. Don't try to, no lady in here, please don't try to prove me wrong and dedicate your day tomorrow to making your nigga happy. Fellas, think about that. Think about your woman waking up tomorrow and dedicating her entire day to making you happy.
You asked for more ways to
So
create,
whack.
so we made a major update.
Oh, I saw that.
Sleeve printing is now live.
Doesn't that sound like the worst day of your fucking life? Worst day of your fucking life.
Still look good.
Because she's not gonna ask you what she can do to make you happy. She's just gonna do a bunch of shit she feels should make you happy. And if you don't act the way she hopes you would act, so what she's doing now is a problem that you're not happy about some shit you never asked her to do. Delusional as fuck.
Man, what's going on, family? Venus2Mars, man. It's your boy, Steve-O the C. Mitchell, checking in. Got my boy over here, Dope.
Those
And
Smitty.
yeah, man, we over here looking at a little bit of Ryan Davis, the great Ryan Davis, the comedian, his take on women being delusional. And that's pretty much what most of our episode is about today is delusions in modern day. Uh, and what it is that women actually specifically want, man. And we kind of got a lot to touch base on, man. Joe, man, what are your thoughts, and where do you even want to where should we start it with any of this? Do you believe there's a lot of validity to what he is saying specifically? I think even in the clip, he kind of said how women don't really care about, they want happiness, not peace. Peace to them, or happiness to them doesn't involve peace, or their peace is going to be something that is about happiness. I believe that us as men, we really want two separate things. Men and women want two separate things. We value different things in a relationship. We value some of the same things, but we definitely value some different things. We value each other for some different things. So let's get into it, bro. What's your thoughts?
No, it's true. I'm married. Shit. And I tell you right now, it ain't no such thing as no fucking peace. Uh no. When she's peaceful, that's peace. When she's happy, we're happy, right? So you gotta understand, guys, like it's just the breaks. It's just what we deal with women. My question is why? I don't care if y'all get mad at me or not, but why? Why does it have to be where you get to be, it's all about your happiness, but it's not about mine. Somebody to explain that to me. Because I've
I
been
mean,
asking that question for a long time.
you think I think a lot of men I think a lot of men deal with women, deal with the deal with things that might make them unhappy. I think for a lot of men, it's all about, does she like me? Is she attractive? And can we have sex? And that's the main thing for a lot of men. And I'm not saying as a whole that's what men are doing, but I think a lot of men don't necessarily have standards. And even men have delusions in how dating works, and how that relationship dynamic works, because we assume that, or we would like for it to be reciprocal, but the reality is it's not always going to be reciprocal, and nothing's ever all the way 50-50. But I think that a lot of men will hold on as well because are they being able to have sex? Are they happy? I think that's their happiness for a lot of men too.
Well, men don't. When it comes to sex, men just want to have sex with women. We don't think about nothing else but how to get in them draws. Like, and ladies, you gotta understand that's just like I tell a couple female friends of mine, I'm like, listen, you can't be delusional and think men thinking about 5 steps forward. We not. We think about how to get in them draws. Now I'm not saying every dude thinking like that, but majority of the men on these dating sites, whether it be the phone chat, whether it be a chat app, dating app, whatever the case may be, the first thought of most men they get on there and they trying to smash. Period. Then they think about the rest later, but they trying to smash. But you know what I'm saying. But my thing is with the women is like if you okay, let's not be blind, right? It's just like you walk outside, it's raining, and you like, oh, it's not raining. It's raining. This is what it is. This is what men want. This is what they doing. And I feel like you guys act like it's a whole different world, like men supposed to think differently. The problem is with men and women, you gotta accept what a man is and men gotta accept what women are. You can't change nobody to be different. You either deal with it or you don't. Like my wife always say, you can't change the game in the ninth inning. You gotta stick with it. You know what I'm saying? What's that?
Okay, so you say men have to accept what women are, and women have to accept what men are, and
If if that's what you want.
right.
If you looking for a specific type of guy, you like him, everything's not gonna be perfect. It's just like when you go get a used car. There's things you're willing to accept, things you're willing to deal with. Okay, hey, I'll sell you this car. It's nice. It runs great. Low mileage. But it got a couple dents on the side, or it squeak when it go up a hill. You know, you gotta tap the gas twice before you start it. It'll work. These are some of the things you got to deal with that you're willing to deal with. Women, you're not going to get everything perfect. Men, you're not going to get everything perfect. There's going to be faults, fix. You know, we got to understand that, and that's what's keeping us apart because we want this perfect sheet. We look on TV, we look on Instagram, and a lot of us follow what we see on Instagram. A lot of us, we think we see perfect lives, and all you see is what's called a fictional video,
Right.
and it's not your life. So you just got to be willing to deal with what you're willing to deal with.
So to even speak on that happiness thing and perfection, I remember I had an ex. This was like years ago. I was in my like mid-20s, and think we went down to like Dominican Republic.
Mhm.
Oh, girl, she asked me, my lady at the time, she asked me, she's a travel agent. We were able to get this all inclusive resort,
Okay.
5 days, 4 nights. If she would have written a report on the or did a review on the site or whatever. And so because she was working, she asked me when I look at all these excursions and pick out the ones that I wanted to do or the ones pick out something for us both that we would like. And she gave me a few things that she liked on there or whatnot.
Mhm.
And again, mind you, I'm working as well too. Like I'm working on film sets. I'm probably even busier than she was because I'm working 12-hour shifts. And you know how that goes. I mean, it's like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And a lot of times it's OT. So I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning, and I ain't getting home till like 7, 8 in the evening. And a lot of times we're not even getting breaks or whatever. But I plan the things. I got the passport ready. We go on the trip. We get down there. And again, it's like her birthday while we're down there and everything. We did basically all of the excursions she wanted except for one of them. And I even like paid the people to at the resort to when I bring her back to the hotel room after one of the excursions we go to on our birthday night. They put flowers and petals. I was like, I just kind of gave them a general idea of some things I want. I was like, hey man, make it jazzed up and make it where she'll be, just really turned on when she comes in. So they didn't took the towels and put "I love you" on the bed with the towels wrapped up into like little tubes type of deal, and it's got a heart around it. There's rose petals and there's bath water in the jacuzzi ran and all that stuff. We got some champagne on the ice and all that type of stuff. Do you not know that this woman said she was not happy with that trip because we didn't get those from the McDonald's? Like we did 99 out of 100. You know what I mean? If this is GTA, this is like 97% out of 100, 98% out of 100. And her stance was, well, you had a nice trip, but I didn't. And, she wasn't happy with that.
Of course, happiness is self-satisfaction.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with you or the other end. That's the problem.
Right.
It's a one-way street.
Happiness is an inside job.
That's it. It's a one-way street.
Happiness is an inside internal job, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. So I think that kind of touches toward the point that Ryan Davis was bringing up. Me and you talked about earlier. You were saying how you went out to eat with your wife the other night at the restaurant. I guess it's kind of a slight club atmosphere. There's a lot of music playing, and you were saying like the first thing that you see is the song comes on, women toot their ass up and they look back and start twerking, and that's become like so normalized. Like ratchetness has become normalized, even amongst our business professionals. Because I'm sure like the women that you had, they were looking that they were out that night. They were looking nice and looking decent. Probably some professional women, like seemingly would carry themselves not ratchet, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're this new world is driven by fads, right? What's popular, because we are driven by what we see on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Those are things that drive our interests, right? We don't have self-interest in things. We just, I mean, and that's throughout history. Interests have been driven by what we see, because that's humankind, right? Right. The thing I see with that, and I was asking you a question earlier, and fellas, by all means, I love a woman with a nice body.
Love a nice body.
Fat old peach.
Love big
booty. Who don't like that, right? But women, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When a man sees that, and you might say, "Wow, why we can't dance and why we can't pop and shake? Yeah, I always gotta think we some freaks." You know what I'm saying? If I come into a build or professional setting or any setting, if I come somewhere to a spot and I got tattoos on my face, I'm sagging, right? I'm talking like broken English. You know what I mean? Got my phone on speakerphone, smelling like that loud, right? You gonna automatically think I'm an uneducated brother.
Unqualified.
Like I'm a thug. I'm a YN.
Right.
Right. I could be educated out this world, right? I could have all the education, working on my master's, but because of perception,
right,
you will perceive that I'm a YN.
Right.
That happens too when the first thing you do when your favorite song come on is put your ass in the air. Right. And then you guys, the same ones, will go out and say, "Hey, I want a husband. Why ain't no men? Where all the men at? The men ain't here. Blah, blah, blah." No, we ain't looking for you. We want to smash. I'm going to keep it real. I speak up. Shit. We want to smash. You are the piece.
I'll give you one even better almost. It's kind of like a woman leading with sexuality is like a man leading with his wallet. Like
Absolutely.
respectable women want a man who could provide, and they want a man who has his stuff together. But if you come out leading with your wallet, women gonna put you in a trick bag. They gonna
Yeah,
look
because
at you as
they know what
yeah,
they doing.
exactly.
It ain't no, this is no, we're not talking like we don't know what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. You know what's going on. You know
Right.
what you doing. The first thing you do, put your ass out there and you face some guy. You and your girl dancing together, you popping, she act like she's smacking. I
Right.
want to say so much. I don't want to curse on this, but I want to say so much. She act like she deep in it. You get me?
Right.
You're over there fantasizing as a man because men. I don't care, women, what y'all think. Yeah, we want to do that
I mean, we
first.
all want sex. We all want
We
sex.
we do. It's just in
Men
us.
and women both want sex. I mean,
It,
it's supposed to feel good so that we can procreate.
it's
But
that's what I was gonna get at. It's how we populate the earth. If men
how do we?
had no no sexual wants with a woman, then the population will be 0 to none.
Right.
Okay, just imagine that, ladies. If men sat back and was like, "No, I just want to get in I just want to love her and blah blah blah," there will be nothing here. We will be about 10 to 20,000 people on this earth.
Right.
Let's keep it real.
So
We
yeah, and I don't, I'm not, and by no means we not the moral police. I'm not trying to be the moral police on
at all.
anything. But I think there's always this argument as well too with a lot of women. It's well, how come if a woman goes out and has sex with as many men, she's a hoe, but if a man does it, it's okay and it's a player thing. I mean, you talked about this before. Women like a man that other men,
No,
I'm
women.
sorry, women like a man that other women want,
Absolutely.
right? And they're not really necessarily. Some women will be turned off by a guy who's hoish, but if a man's just kind of a rogue, I mean a rake, he kind of can get around. He's desirable. He's out here slanging a look. Women will go to the other guy, and women will be a side piece for a dude for years.
Women are
And
attracted to men who other women want.
right. And men, we don't want we don't want a woman that every man has had. Women
No.
will want a man that other women have had because they think they could tame him. But for us, we'll just smash a chick that everybody else is, and some of us won't even touch it as well either, depending on how you feel or what your season is or whatever. So we'll be okay with the sex, but we won't necessarily want to tie that up. And of course, there's exceptions to every rule, for sure. But for the most part, you have women who will try to tame that man, and they'll still deal with him as long as there's certain things that are met. Whereas a man, he's a little bit more settling for it if he goes that route. And you guys out there, all our viewers, you know what I mean, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. But also in the chat, tell us what you guys think about that as well too.
It's like
yeah,
this.
yeah. Go ahead, though.
It's like this. You get a woman, and they always say, "What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Why
Why the
can't
double
it be?
standard?
Why is the double standard?" Okay,
Right.
so you get a man, right, that has 5 different women
Right.
in the same house. The man gets those 5 different women pregnant. Can you tell me who the dad is? Who's the father? The one man, right?
Right.
You get 5 different men in the house with one woman. Can you tell me who the dad is if she gets pregnant?
Right.
Right?
Right.
I know it's a small comparison, right? And I'm making an analogy just so you can kind of understand. Yes, you can call it a double standard, right? Men want women who are fine, fit, and feminine. Period. Friendly, fit, and feminine. We want a woman who hasn't been touched by multiple men. Yes, we do.
Well, not too many.
Right?
Not too many.
No. I mean, you leave it up to a man if you can put side by side. You say you want this woman that's been with 10 men or 5 men versus woman that's been with one. He's going to choose the one that's been with one. That's just in our DNA. You guys keep trying to argue it as if it's going to change. It is not going to change. It's been like this since the beginning of time.
Let me play devil's advocate a little bit. Some women will say, "Well, you want experience. You say you want a woman that's experienced and then get mad
Nope.
if she's not experienced in the bedroom or if she doesn't know how to do something." Uh, what's your thoughts on that? Because then it's like, oh, the sex is whack but the sex might be whack because she hadn't.
I'm going to tailor her to me.
Mm.
I'm going to tailor her to what I like.
Mm-hmm.
A woman looks for a man. That's why most women, when they're younger, they date older men because they look for experience from an older man. Men don't look for experience with older women. As a young man, you know yourself, you didn't go out searching for the 50-year-old cougar, right? Some men do it because they want some money, but not for the experience. A
Hey, when I
woman
was
gets with a
when I was younger, I wouldn't try to hit the 50-year-old cougar, but when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was trying to see what's up with that 30-year-old.
well, yeah, of course.
I wasn't trying
but
to wife it. I wasn't trying to wife it, but I was just trying to see what the fun was like and see what the difference was.
No, I mean, you want to see, you want to get it, but eventually that older woman's gonna turn into mama, because that's in their nature. They're mothers by heart, and you get with the older woman. Again, you're not looking for the experience because you can tell the men right now, and most men are bad at sex because they won't take advice from women, which is dumb. They won't go, well, let me get with her, or she tell you, well, when you eating it, I need you to just stay right there. Don't move. Most men be we treat every woman like they're the same, and you can't do that. Not sexually. Every woman is different. Their body parts are different. They're placed differently. So most men don't have good sex with women because they don't listen. But again, that goes to show you that we're not caring about what a woman has to say. It's the man. A woman gets with an older man because of the experience. She wants to be led naturally. Most women say, I want to be led, right? I don't want to. Go talk to a woman. She'll tell you, I want a man to take control. But then she'll turn around with the delusional part and she'll say, well, not really. I want to, he could do this, but he can't do that. And
There'll be
that's why she stays
stipulations on
single.
that. Yeah, there'll be
There's
stipulations
stipulations.
on that control. It's like
Right.
they'll want they will want a man to do all of these things or be a leader and provide and do all of this stuff, but they also want to call shots themselves and also I don't know. It's like women will want men to take care of everything, but they want you to work. They want to work and they want him to pay for everything. Sometimes,
Absolutely.
and that's not always the case. I mean, of course, I understand, but they'll not want to listen to certain things. They will be selective of where they want to be at with the
Absolutely. The mentality comes from the culture, right? So the culture in the Western world, I'm not just going to say black women, the Western world culture is a bit differently because this is a first world country. I had a conversation with a young lady and I was telling her, you are lucky. You're in a first world country. We were talking about women in Africa. She was like, no, I don't understand why they be letting they men just come up here and smack anything. I said, because they're not considered. They're not given opportunity you're given here. So they have to depend on the man. It sounds harsh, but it's reality. In Africa, a woman is not looked at like they're looked over here. You women here have Instaman. You get on your cell phone, your car breaks down, you call somebody to come fix it. They don't have Instaman over there. They got to find their man to come fix it.
Okay.
Because they don't. And you guys look at it like, oh my God, I'm not stooping to a guy, blah, blah, blah. But you're sitting over there stroking your dog in your lap. Your feline boyfriend or girlfriend in your lap. Wondering why you're not getting married. Let's keep it real. Yeah, you can say, look at this old Kevin Samuels Jr. ass nigga. No. He spoke some truth, and I'm just keeping it real, and it's all coming to light right now. And back to the whole thing with the twerking, you out there twerking, and you think I'm supposed to grab you and come talk about, I need you to be my wife. Yeah, you might be an amazing woman. Perception is everything. And I asked you earlier, I said, go back in those videos in the 2000s. Just look at those videos. And maybe you could pull them up while we're on this chat. In the 2000s, let's look at the videos. Pre what's the joint with Nelly? Tip drill. Go look at some of those videos and look at the women. You tell me if they're putting their ass in the camera. The first thing they do. All y'all do the same dance. You remember you used to go to the strip club, bro? You remember you used to go to the strip club and a woman will actually seduce you? You remember? You go strip, you be like, yeah, woo wee. Make me feel good. She do the little sexy silhouette dance, right? But now they all do the same damn dance. Put their ass in the face. Again, hey man, I like some booty. I do. I like to see it. What's this?
Look, I didn't pull it up.
Play it. Play it right here. Don't even. Let's play it while we looking at it.
I pulled up.
Let's see. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Tell if I'm lying.
It's back that ass up, and we ain't seen no ass yet though.
Tell me if I'm lying. Look at the women.
We seeing faces, right? I mean, they showing the women now. They definitely got women there. We gonna get to where it's gonna be some booty, but it's more than just booty, right? We
it's sex appeal.
We sexualize the whole, and this isn't necessarily the sexiest video, but we sexualize the whole woman, not just
look at her,
the booty.
Look at these women. Mind you, most of the women that came out probably from the projects, you can't say it ain't hood. Look at them. Yeah, they bouncing it, but
yeah, it's a little bit more to it. I'm gonna pull up thong song or something else as well too to try
they got on bikinis.
But so what do you think it is that women really want then? Because we hear how they say they want good men, they want a good man, and
they want a wish list.
We all know that nice guys don't finish. Like, I think there's a difference between a good guy and a nice guy. And you can even touch on that and tell me what you think a good guy is versus a nice guy. But it does seem as though there are a lot of women that have like deadbeat ass baby dads.
Because they want, bro. They want
pick guys who didn't have whatever the case is. So what do you?
Because they want the drama. Listen, toxicity is a drug. When you guys come to YouTube, Instagram, what do we go on there for? Either comedy or drama. Number one shows in America on TV is either comedy or drama.
Right.
Toxicity is a drug, and we want it. Like, we want it now. The thing is, you asked the difference between a good man and I guess a bad one. A good man is what you need.
Well, no, a good man and a nice man. What's the difference between a good guy and
a good man? Is I don't think there's a difference between a good guy and a nice guy. A good guy is a guy who's genuine and wants you, but you don't want that. He's regular. He's average. You don't want that because that's not what you see on Instagram or TikTok. You see the guy who driving a nice car, waking up, talking about this is what I do at 5:40 in the morning.
Your mic went out. Your mic is out, though.
My bad. Money. They trying to stop me over here. I'll do some conspiracy theory shit. No, I hit the mute button. I'm sorry. But you want the guy with all the bread. You want a 6'2". You want a dude got 12 inches of wang. That's not realistic. You want him to have a 6-figure job. You want him to stay somewhere downtown in some loft. That ain't realistic. You don't live in those conditions. You probably work somewhere regular. You probably drive a regular vehicle, live in a regular home in a regular neighborhood. How in the world do you think you're going to get these men? Mind you, that these men are being sought after by multiple women because you always want the same thing. It's not realistic. But the nice guy is over here trying to treat you, trying to open your door, take you out to the night. He's listening. Where you want to go? She's like, I really always want to go. He's trying to take you there. He's asking you how you feel. Do your feet hurt? Can I rub your feet? Or can I take you out? Or can I do this? Can I do that? Do you need some gas money, babe?
See, I think there's a difference between a nice guy and a good dude, though. I mean, you got complete loser men and deadbeat dudes who don't have nothing going for them. And you got thugs and all, different dogs. I'll say, not necessarily thugs, but I think that a good guy is a dude who gonna kind of, a man of his word, will kind of take care of things. Maybe has a backbone still. I think nice guys do what they think women want only, and they will. They may not have boundaries or a certain level of self-respect. But there are good men out here who, they're not going for BS. They may not cheat. They're putting in the effort. They aren't. A lot of women will say, because there's women who will watch this and be like, I don't want all that. I just want a man who's going to be honest with me and so on and so forth. But as we saw earlier with the Ryan Davis comedy stuff, it's like, I don't think women necessarily value honesty in the way that they say that they do.
Well, a nice guy can. Okay, so if you put it that way, then you can say a nice guy is a dude who just running game to get what he wants.
Well, no, I
And
think
a
the nice
good
guy
guy,
is I think a nice guy will be a pushover. You got a lot of dogs and FNs that
well, just
will
call a
mimic it.
spade. He's just a pushover.
Well, and
He
I
ain't a
guess you're
nice
right.
guy.
I guess you're right as well too. I mean, a dog can act nice, because
Yeah, I
there
mean,
is. Yeah, I dated this one chick who was like, and I know it's not the same thing, but I dated a chick who was nice, who would say nice things and would act a certain way, but deep down didn't really care about people. There was a facade that she put up
yeah.
to act nice. It was like mean nice, as they call it.
Well, you got your people to play a role. That's why a reason. I was just thinking. Generally, yeah, a good guy and a nice guy, kind of the same two guys. I mean, if you want to break it down, so you want to make it a subcategory, yeah, you got guys who are very like, who run gang. You be like, yeah. I just killed this, that, and the third, baby. And I'm gonna do all this, gonna tell you whatever you like to hear. You got them guys. You know what I'm saying? But like, see, man, even the guys that are doing that, women aren't stupid. They know what's going on. They know what game is being ran on them. They just like to hear it and they deal with it.
So if they know when
And they
game is
take
being
it.
run on them, how come they don't? How come they not able to peep out with intuition? Uh, good men that they actually procreating with. Because I mean,
Because they don't want to.
so you think they
They
actually
don't want to.
they want loser deadbeat
It's
dads
not even a
and
loser
dads?
deadbeat dad. Like you knew what you
I
was
think
dealing with
that.
when you first got with him, right? You the one laid up. Listen, unless a man is doing the R word, right? then he's taking away her. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say that here.
Right. Consent, her
But
consent. Yeah.
exactly. But if you have sex with a woman right now, what does she have to do for you to enter her?
She got to open up.
That's it.
She got to part the Red Sea. You dig what I'm saying?
That's it.
Not the Red Sea, but you.
You know what I mean?
don't-
Well, yeah.
we
Some
don't want it. We don't want
some
it red,
people.
man.
Hey, some people ride through will bust through them red
Some
lights.
people like the Red River. Man, I don't like the Red River, my brother. No.
Hey,
no.
man.
We do
Hey.
not do the Red River.
Hey, man. Say, man. But listen what I'm saying. She knew who she was dealing with from the jump. Again, you cannot change the game in the ninth inning. You can't get with a dude who don't have a job, who ain't doing that with himself or have no goals in the beginning. You know this.
Right.
Because you deal with him a couple times, right? And then you have a baby. Now you expect this guy to transform into this man that you say he should be. Don't work like that. That's delusional. A lot of women, you guys are delusional when you say that. Oh my, why he ain't working? He all he do is sit out here, kick it with his homeboy and smoke weed. What do you matter? What was he doing? He was smoking weed and kicking it with his homeboys. All right. Okay. Can I say you got what you deserved? Listen, I'm not saying all women get in those predicaments are bad. I'm not trashing you guys. It's the difference between me and Kevin Samuels. You may have trashed y'all ass, but y'all need to hear it. But I'm gonna tell you something that's real, and you want to know why it's not happening for you. This is why. You're delusional. And maybe that's just in you.
I think I think there's a large sector of women in the 30+ age range, 35 and older, even 40 and older, who say that they're content with just being alone.
That's BS. That's the biggest BS I've ever heard in my life.
I think that some of them actually believe it. I think that people believe it until they actually get to that point. When you get to about 50 years old, when you get into like nobody really, like, if you're thinking about things logically, you don't want to really be old and alone. Now, I think for some men, they're okay with it because they know that they may not necessarily get that reciprocity, or they may not ever be appreciated if they are if they're truthful and willing to be to me, a good guy is a good man is a fair man, a guy who's fair. Like, I'm not nice. Like, I'm an asshole sometimes. Like, I say what's on my mind. I'm saying what needs to be said. It ain't being sugar coated. Like, it's what you need to hear. But I'm also, I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'm also will go that extra mile if it's being appreciated. But there has to be some type of boundary and stipulation on that. So, but I think that as a man, if you know that if you feel like that's not going to be appreciated, or you feel like you're not in a dating pool that allows you to be able to feel safe, to be able to provide those things, and to be able to be open and vulnerable, it becomes a little bit more difficult to continue down that path doing that.
Man, I think when I hear people say, like what you just said, the women are content. They not content. That's why they go get these damn dogs, dress them up, and try to do all that because they looking for companionship. Women will always look for companionship. Always. She's always gonna look for some type of dude, and she's gonna tell herself that lie to make herself feel better. That is not true. I don't think it is. A woman, the older she gets, the more she's going to want to lean on someone. Yeah, she can tell that lie about, I just do it on my own. I could just get on my own. I make money. I could do this, do that. She is lonely. That's why she stay at them bars. That's why she in the lounge with her homegirl, dressing sexy. She ain't out there dressing sexy because she want to go chill with her homegirl. She doing it because she want to get a guy. That's it. But they list so long, they got this pick me list that is not realistic and it will never be fulfilled. And I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Y'all got to stop being delusional. Listen, I'm not, again, just dumping on women because I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm not. I'm not saying that you guys are dumb. You don't understand, but I think one thing you don't get, because most women want to take lead in things, right? Most women did. Now the women of this era, this day and age, you guys want to take lead. You guys want to do this. You guys want to do that. You guys say you want to be the most. You guys are the most educated. You guys want to have all the money, but it doesn't matter. A man doesn't care how much money a woman has. There's some men that are jealous, and you guys take the jealousy in a different light. They're not jealous because you got money. It's more or less they probably feel like they should be doing more for you. You look at it as them being jealous about how much money you got. But men don't really care how much money a woman got. We don't care. We're not like, oh, she got all the bread. We don't care. But you care about how much money a man got. That's on your list. But your list is long. Your list is worse than what Santa is getting in the North Pole. Cause they want everything, bro. We hear it, man. I'm telling you, we see it, bro. They want everything, man. It's no meeting halfway with women. They don't believe in that, bro. And y'all can keep faking yourselves and keep looking in the mirror and saying, "Oh, it's." And see, that's another thing. Remember you was talking about? I said, "Man, stop acting like it's your fault because she mad. It ain't your fault. Why is it your fault all the time?"
I do agree that
Maybe
the average woman doesn't is not about reciprocating or meeting you halfway or having accountability or I mean, hell, remember the text I told you I asked one of my ex's perspective about, and she was like, it doesn't matter what you want, it's about making the woman happy or making that woman happier and making sure that she feels comfortable and so on and so forth. But yeah, just to kind of piggyback off of this. So,
you absolutely right. Thank you for bringing the main word up, and probably a lot of y'all skin start melting when he said it. Accountability. What are you talking about? I'm accountable. I account. Don't tell me I ain't got no accountability. I do that. No, you don't. You ain't got no accountability. You ain't got no accountability. You don't believe in that because you believe I'm wrong. You wrong. How dare you? How many men, women that told them to do something, and then guess what? What happened? They do the same thing. And you be sitting in the back like, what the fuck? You
won't
just
have the
did the
answer.
same thing.
We'll ask you the question, right? Oh, dog. Like, I had one woman I would say things like, yeah, I'm kind of cautious about this because people do this, people do that. Not trying to project, but just saying I've had experience with people do that. And they'll be like, well, who are people?
Who are
I'm
people?
me. I'm me. Like, talk about me. Don't and make it to be like not to project. So I started kind of like going along with that and only spoke about what was in the here and now. And soon as I messed up something, it's like, oh, you didn't check my oil when we came over here. It's like, well, we sat down, we cuddled, we smoked, you started telling me about your day and all this other stuff. And I didn't get a reminder about anything. You know what I mean? It's like I have a hard time remembering the things I got to do myself. I'm a business owner. I've got backlogged with edits and videos that I have to do, and I've taken time out of my schedule to make space for this woman and put some of my stuff on the back burner. It's what I get told from. I'm tired of telling everybody to reminding people to do things, and I'm tired of reminding men of this and reminding people in my life of this and that. As if I don't have to remind people of things that I want. There's sometimes there is a little bit of an entitlement, and yeah, I, it definitely be a little bit of entitlement sometimes.
There's a
And
huge entitlement
but
factor.
there's hypocrisy in that like
Absolutely.
very hypocritical talk. We'll
Oh my
ask you not
God.
to do the things that they will ask, or sometimes if there's a discussion. I had another ex that I would speak with about things and letting her know how I'm feeling about something, and we can never have a conversation about how I felt about something without her bringing up how she felt. And the only time that she would bring up what her thoughts were about anything would be anytime I brought up something. Like that's the point to pull out that reverse card. And again, we could talk about how you feel about things, but I think that there's a time and place for that, and it has to be a mutual, uh, whatever.
Dude, it's man, this thing could be so much easier. I'm telling y'all. Like I'm being real with you. Like I really like to see people together,
I do too.
but we're missing one big factor, and that's understanding one another. And and it's a thing when you deal with someone or when you understand someone. I can deal with your shit, right? I can be like, yeah, I deal with it. And I really don't like it. Really not digging it. I don't. Or I can say, I understand. Like my woman can have a bit of attitude. I understand, you know. What did you tell me last time? Like, I get it, you know, I'll meet you halfway. Or my dude is being a total dick. Yeah, I get it. I understand. You know, he's tired. He's probably come from work. He's a little frustrated. Or I
Yeah,
just deal
allowing
with it.
grace, allowing grace, and I think. So, what do you think the number one key to understanding is? And we got a few more minutes before we'll get up out of here, about 4 or 5 more minutes. But to me, I think it's understanding, in my humble opinion, and listening to understand uh, another person. What are
What
your thoughts?
about listen and understand? I think
Well,
what it
the
is
biggest key to understanding is good communication and
absolutely. And
listening
that's
to another person.
something that a communication is a two-way thing.
Right.
It's not just me listening to you. It's me listening to you and you listening to me. And not only just listening, but kind of understand. You may not agree with everything that a person tells you, but there's bits and pieces that you can get out of it. You can understand. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. I get it. I'm not just totally with it. I mean there could be some differences. My opinion is a bit different, but I get it and I understand. Most people are not willing to do that, and that is an issue. That is why you probably have an issue with your significant other. You guys don't know how to communicate. Two, big thing, respect. You guys don't respect one another. That's
Right.
huge.
Right.
You have
That's
to
men
respect
and
your
women.
significant other. Men
Yeah,
and women,
men and
you
women.
have to respect one another. If you don't respect, let me explain something to you. And I always say this: if you talk to your man or your woman different than you'll talk to your boss at work, there's a problem.
Mm,
Think about that.
bro, that's so real, man.
Think about that.
I can't respect a woman who respects her boss.
Think about that.
I can't take you serious if you respect your boss more than you respect your man.
Think about that.
Because you'll listen to
And
what
you'll
they
deal
say.
with it. You'll deal with it.
If you will deal with the bull for some money, what else
Come
will you
on,
do
man.
for some money?
Come on.
That that makes you a
That's questionable.
that makes you a 304 essentially. Any
Well, I'm
person,
I'm I'm questioning.
man or
Well,
woman,
here's the thing. Me and
you'll
you are
deal with it just
friends.
for the money. Yeah.
Everybody, this is my homie, right? This is my bro. All right. We have to have some type of loyalty with one another to even consider each other friends. Loyalty. I'm not going to disrespect him because I understand the space that we have between each other, right? I understand the respect that I have for this man. So I'm not going to be like disrespect him and call him all kind of assholes and you ain't shit and all that. I'm not.
Even in a disagreement, it's gonna be like,
Even
hey
in a
man,
disagreement, it's going to be a moment of respect. Like, hey, whatever, I'll talk to you later before this gets out of hand. With the relationship, we find that we can just dismiss respect with one another. And that's why I brought up the whole analogy about your boss. Because your boss will piss you off. And you'll respect him. Even a stranger on the street will piss you off, but you'll find a respect pocket to give this person. But not your significant other. Someone that you share your life with. Someone that you're going to continue or you're going to make a future for. Think about that. Communication, respect, and reality. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's only 10% of the people who are millionaires. 10% of the earth population are millionaires. 10% of us. Ladies, if you think you're going to dig into that 10% pool of men, for men, the 10% of men out here that are making over 6 figures, you're delusional. You don't need that much money to be happy. What you need to be happy is a person who cares for you, a person willing to lay their life down for you, a person willing to give you anything that they have to make you happy. That's unheard of. That is a golden ticket. But you guys are passing up on that because you want the money. And if a man that got money, power, and respect, you're not the top of his list. You're going to get he's going to possibly let you down or make you feel unwanted or whatever the case may be. We see it all the time with these relationships, these high profile relationships. What happens? They both have money, but they're not the top of the list. But you come down just a little bit. I'm not saying you can't be happy financially, but that's not it. When you're old, you can't move, you have a disease, you're getting a wreck, something's going on with you where you need help. That person that's willing to lay down their life for you is what you need to be chasing. Stop chasing these phantom dreams. You guys are getting too old. Men don't look for, I'm gonna be honest with you, women. Men don't look for older women. I don't care how old they are. They want to go younger. They want to go with the woman that's has the least amount of experience that they can train. I don't want to use the word train, but let's keep it real. So your time is running out. You don't gain time by wasting time. You lose time. So stop playing games. Stop looking for this mystery man. He don't exist. It's like winning the lottery. Are you going to stop working to play the lottery every day in hopes that you win? You feel like those odds are better than you going to get a job and making a check every week or every 2 weeks? Or you're just going to sit at home and hope to play 6 or 7 numbers in hopes that you win?
You say we're playing games. What do you mean specifically? Like, can you give us examples of that looks like to you?
Women playing games?
Yes. Yes.
Well, let me be specific. Playing games with yourself. I always used to say, excuse my French, you can't bullshit a bullshitter and you can't bullshit yourself. You can lie to me, you can lie to them, you can lie to everybody around you, but you can't lie to yourself. You can't bullshit yourself. So that's what I got, man. I mean, I hope you guys get something from that. Because I'm just giving you the real, and sometimes I'm going to tell you something. The real hurts. It hurts. I can lie to you to satisfy your feelings, or I could tell you what's real, and it'll hurt a little bit, but it'll help you in the long run. That's what I got for you. That's what I got.
Man, my advice, my advice to you guys out there is to just lie to
Ah,
them. Just tell them lies, bro. Don't tell them the truth, man. You gonna be single like me, nigga. Don't be out here telling these women the truth, bro. Like they don't want to hear that shit. They want you to lie to them, bro. Like CeeLo said, he said, "You want me to lie to you, make it sound fly to you." That's
real.
that's real talk, man. People don't really want the truth most of the time, and hell, men don't want the truth either. But I don't got
No,
to date
men
them.
don't. Men don't want the truth.
Well, I think some men
Men,
want the truth, but they selectively want the truth too. They want to hear things only when it works for them as well too. So
yeah. So, man, listen. It
I'm
is
just
what it
messing with
is,
y'all.
man. It
No,
is what it is.
find you somebody you could, man. Go out here, heal. Find you somebody that you could be real with. That's kind of hard. That gets harder as you get older. So that means I think everybody needs to be less picky. I think women are a little bit more picky than men are. I think men are a little bit more open to some of the women that they can kind of have, and they're a little bit okay uh, with compromising on everything. May not be there. You know, she might be a little pretty, and she working, and she got her stuff together, and she treats you right. She might be a strong 6 or 7 maybe, and with a flat booty, and you'll deal with that.
Hey, man, learn that women with flat booties will snitch on you.
I will say that, man. Don't trust a flat ass and a smile, bro. Do not trust.
She gonna snitch on you
Yeah,
straight up.
a black woman with a flat booty might be bitter, man. That's why they be getting these BBLs and stuff. But that's real stuff too, man. There's a lot of delusion and people not even liking themselves, doing things to change. And again, there's a lot of men who don't like themselves, but men ain't out. I mean, you got some men that are doing. There's the guy who had the leg extension surgery, and then when he got his arms to get taller or whatever. But for the most part, there ain't a whole lot of the stuff that you can really do to yourself as a man to change that out. But y'all go out here, y'all heal, y'all find you somebody that you could really talk to that understands you and trust, you know, that you could try to trust and build with moderately.
Hey, that's it.
In a partnership. So
We appreciate it, man.
That's my
Listen.
advice. I ain't good at dating, but you know, I think being healthy, good, cleaner, as he goes along with. Go ahead, though, my bad.
The mic went out, I think.
No, my mic went out?
It got low.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying, you go ahead, man. I ain't want to.
No, that's it, man. I give you my final thoughts. Ladies, men, man, come on, like, you know, stop it. If y'all want it, then go get it. If you want to go get it, you know. I want you guys to please chime in with us. And here's the thing, those who are watching, I appreciate you guys for stopping in and watching us. We want to hear from you. You don't have to show your face. We could just get your vocals, but I want you guys to get in this chat, man. Get in this chat. Tell us what you think. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I damn sure ain't got no wings on my back. So come on. I want to hear it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Prove me. Just let me know I'm wrong. Change my mind. Something. Talk to me. Y'all want to get in? Definitely hit in chat. We'll shoot you a link. You could jump in the chat. We want to hear from you and get your opinion.
Sure. Yeah, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below. Let us know what you guys think about this. Give us your perspective and any unique stories that you guys might have. Let us know, and we'll talk about it on the next podcast.
Peace.
Till the end, we love you guys. Stay healed. No drama. Self-reflection. Go do the shadow work, man. Like
love yourself.
Woman, love yourself.
Love
man.
yourself.
Self-love is not selfishness.
You cannot love me or anyone else unless you love yourself first.
Big facts, man. Peace. Rogue Maven, Venus2Mars, baby.
We out, baby.
What you think about that one, man?
You all?